to mental health services is not very good in India, and that the pandemic has worsened the situation, I would say. And also the digital health infrastructure has been given extra allocations with National Digital Health Mission, and also for PM Ayushman Bharat health infrastructure, the allocations have been increased.
Before I go to the next part, come on, see what she did clearly here. She mentioned there's an increase in the amount which is going to be given for this program. Yeah? This was introduced last year itself. How much are they increasing? Not mentioned. Very clever this program. They didn't increase anything. Okay? They're saying this is new plans. There are new infrastructure which is going to be created, but the allotment is same 40 crores, just like last year. Now I thought, okay, 40 crores, maybe they are cutting few some things and they are adding few other things, so 40 crores would be just there. But all the schemes are same. They are adding two more things to that, but still the budget remains the same. Now moving on to the next part, that is mental health, which we talked right now. Next thing is digital infrastructure, but before that, let's go to important point. Vaccination funds. India has done very good job. We have vaccinated many people. Most of us here are vaccinated, even the students. That's really nice. But the fund which was allocated for that is also good. But the utilization of the fund, it has been very poor. Just 36% is the utilization. Many of that go waste through not properly utilizing the vaccines, or they open the needs and people don't come and get the vaccination, or the transportation costs not properly being utilized, which India has to focus a little bit. But it is improved. And I think this committee was 38, now it's 52. It has improved, but it still needs to. Next. Medical device industry. India is very good in terms of medical quality. People come from abroad all the way there, get it, surgeries in India because it's very cheaper here. But one thing which concerns me is all the devices which we use for medical industry, 85% of them are imported. We need devices to treat people, but 85% of them is imported. And if you want the exact number, 46,000 crores is the bill every year which we pay for medical devices. Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, really said that they're going to develop it because it comes under Atmanirbhar Bharat. They're going to be self-reliant. We're not going to get dependent. We're not going to be dependent on others for medical device industry. In 2019, he said that. But no, it's still in the same 85%. Still concerning me. Next thing is telemental. Really nice. You could lift it up, see a mental health, coach, talk to him, share details. But what about data security? Because mental health is something very personal to you. It's something only you know. You don't share it with others. Now if you're sharing with someone through net, who's going to secure that data? There is no mention in the budget at all. And next, patient confidentiality. Your information, whom it is going, from where it is going. If I meet sir, he's a mental health consultant, I say to him, it only stays with you unless he doesn't say it anymore, of course. But I'm saying it through net. What happens if someone just put hackers are there, as you said, they might intercept and take information. What are the preventive measures for that? No mention in the budget. Next thing is education. The last thing, I know it's long, but still the last thing, very important part.
So education, we know that for almost 1.5 years, education sector has been affected very badly due to the pandemic. Though there have been online classes, it didn't have the enough effect on students. Usually rural students and government school students were the worst affected. But this year the government, the finance ministry has said that a few interesting plans like digital university, and in digital university they will follow the hub and spoke system, and also this digital university will have courses in various regional languages so that education is not only restricted to the English and Hindi speaking crowd, but also it reaches the other regional crowd as well. And also foreign universities will be allowed to come to India, and the good part about this is it has no regulations. It does not have to follow that much regulations. Actually, some of you might say that it is a negative thing, but actually it has some more extra advantages. More foreign universities will be willing to come to India and set their institutions here, so that the quality of education will increase. And also, the finance minister has said that the allocations to the school education department has increased. And
okay, that's nice. I don't know what is this association with the government. One nation, one tax. One nation, one channel. They like this term, I suppose. But unfortunately or fortunately, that doesn't work for everything. So, seeing here, there are two things which need to be met in education. One is urgent needs. People didn't learn. How many of you learned very well in online classes? Lift your hand. Let me keep that. Anyone? Oh, not a darling, sir. Not a darling, sir. Fine. So that needs to be bridged. People lost 2 years of learning. At least we, got it bridged through online classes. But there are many people who were not having that facility. How are we going to bridge it? One more. Next thing is long-term needs. India's education system has always been a concern. It doesn't, modernize, they say. It's rote learning, they say. But what is needed is skill-based learning. Many educationists say. So these two has to be addressed in this budget. But what have they did? Let's see. Before that, one thing that they have done is scholarship programs for girl children have been cut. Patna Likhna Yojana, there's a scheme like that. That is what a cut this year. So that is very concerning. And moreover, the interest rate for education loans have not been reduced. People who want education loans went to abroad due to their financial crimes. They were unable to pay it back. Now they are finding it. That has not been addressed. Next thing is the TV channels. That is really interesting for me personally. Because when there is a laptop over here, and I am here, and there is my economics teacher there itself, I will not listen. But if there is a TV, if there is a children standing here like this, no one is there to monitor what the children is doing. How can we ensure that children learn what the children learn? How do we know? I play it on the TV, fine, my work is over. But are the children learning? There is no mechanism to check it. They should actually do that, and that is concerned. Next thing is, she said school infrastructure budget has been allocated, but no, actually, it has dropped from 250 crores to 127 crores. We already know how government schools are, government colleges are, they lack infrastructure. And spending on quality teacher education. When pandemic came, all our teachers had to shift the learning method. So, investing on teachers and infrastructure is a must, but the government is not doing. And that will conclude our presentation. Thank you for being so much patient for a long presentation and a beautiful presentation. And the last line is think wiser, stay wiser, go deep in, find the details and question a lot. I like all questions, but here there's no one to question. Please question a lot, learn more. That's what we're trying to say through this presentation. Thank you everyone.
Because you have mentioned your present, so that's why. But we have given economic inequality. One data recently government of India announced released our data during the pandemic. 145% only earned 30 lakh rupees.
40 people.
Imagine what about others? Because India is 140 crores of population in the person. Only 145% only 30 lakh. So what about the Indian economy goes? Then unemployment rate has been declined due to the pandemic. So what are the schemes for announcing this budget? We don't know what we will like I say. Then you have mentioned the fuel price, inflation. Because a lot of people, below poverty and middle class people suffer a lot due to the inflation, due to increasing the price of the commodity. So, because of one of the students mentioned, transportation cost will be increased due to increasing the fuel price. And also, you know, yes.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Questions?
Since you said that we need 5G for fast internet, 5G for fast internet, like there will be more towers built for secure connection. Since Elon Musk is trying to create provide internet through space, through satellites, would it reduce the radiations?
Again, you're talking about an individual, Elon Musk. They're talking about the whole country. Can a country do that? And I'm not expert in that. if Elon Musk is going to do this with a Starlink or something like that, it's really good, but we haven't seen that in action yet, so we might not know what its real effect would be and how much it would cost. That is very important. Elon Musk can do it, but I don't think every government can follow it. People know that also before coming to conclusions. But again, 5G is needed because good upload, we get good uploads other countries got. We haven't got it. But implementing in India would be a very complicated process. Anything which foreign does, implementing in India would always be a complicated process, and 5G is no exception. So we have to think about that.
For implementing 5G, we could just buy in a home of fiber, which provides a path. We could just buy a fiber.
Fiber internet for faster connections. Okay. For faster upload speeds.
It will provide fast upload speed and download speed.
Give me a number because I don't know.
Download speed, we can, the normal SSD for the download speed is 10 Mbps to 20 Mbps now. If we are
In 4G fiber, then as you say, the maximum height guess is 1 GB per second is what.
more than 1 GB we can get. We can get it more than 1 GB. We can get it more than 1 Gbps.
Okay. For consumer base, at least, what I know is 1 GB per second is a bit higher for me, who's getting 10 GB per second. Okay. But 5G, what it does is to improve the connectivity level of different devices, I suppose. So I think implementing 5G would be good because, okay, if implementing 5G is not so good, but I have many people who came to me and asked mobile recommendation and yes, I need 5G. Why? It gives you faster bandwidth speeds. And you don't get it in 4G, don't say you get that in 4G. You get it in 5G obviously, so that you need. But implementing it is a big hassle.
But compared to other countries, 4G in our country is slower.
Of course.
Let's improve the 4G.
Improve the 4G yourself. We have already long due. 5G got introduced in other countries 2 years back and still we haven't introduced. I think others are pushing just because of that. But on the other hand, as you say, 4G itself is not improved. Why go to 5G? Asking very good question. I think it's just because the pressure others have did and I have not did, and mobile companies have started manufacturing 5G mobiles, and there's no 5G compatible towers here, and there's no bandwidth here, so they are doing it maybe. But even if 4G is coming, they cannot improve it more than this because I already mentioned India is very densely populated. You have so many obstructions. They cannot build more and more towers here and there, so they're trying to increase it through 5G and, as you said, the satellite method.
Quick, last, to the last person. Any questions? Any more? Okay, my question to you, it's about the foreign universities offering degrees. Should we really be bothered about the recognition aspect of it in India? Like not only foreign universities, plenty of online companies which have their portals and provide plenty of courses, all those things which we can only see and hear in the portals. What do you feel about it? Can a person take up such courses and claim that they have got the necessary skill?
So not those online courses and portals, sir, but when recognized, like officially registered foreign universities are coming from here and we study courses in them, then we can claim that we taken an officially.
So the government is providing that recognition. Are they going to give the list of universities as the list of apps or portal that can be pursued by students?
So they haven't mentioned about foreign universities still no, sir. They just said that no regulations will be there and we are encouraging foreign universities to come. And
Now, what's your take? There are certain private portals, no? Unacademy, LinkedIn Academy. There are so many academies, online academies. They do offer wonderful courses. In fact, they are much more analyzed, and it has very good quality content, and the delivery is also fine. And they ask us to do certain assignments, which anyone does it seriously, they would end up with acquiring such good skills. But they don't lack, they don't have any recognition by the government. So should I be bothered about upgrading my skill, or I should be bothered about getting a skill which is recognized by the government?
when we are doing jobs regarding like if it's freelancing or if it's for our own purpose like business, then we can take up those courses because we don't need government recognition. But when we are going for any government jobs or any private jobs in other institutions, we need government recognition.
Any more questions?
South India pays more tax than North India, and North India pays lower tax than South India. But if you see the reality, North India gets more funds allocated than South India. Can I know the reason?
To be honest, I don't know.
Or do you have the data?
No, sir. I have seen like South Indians, there are more tax paid, sir. But like North India, there are only less tax paid. But the funds allocated are more North Indian.
Why do you think such a thing?
See, the tax rate is same for everyone. If you're paying more tax, that means you're earning more. That's really good, right? You're not earning less. They're earning less than you.
Very good question. Correct. But the government replied that question raised by some of the economists and some people. Government replied that why the government of India allocated more amount those who are paying very less tax. Means that type of state will very less development state. That's why we are allocating more amount to the particular state. This is the answer given by the government of India.
Understood. Moreover, their population size is also big. The money allotted to any state, it is not based on whether you are located in northern India or you are located in southern India. What is the population of your state? What are the per head allotment? So that's why states like UP, MP, UP and MP have got population of almost 22% of the country, which means more money should go to them. Though states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, smaller in population size, our income earning capacity is more. So you see the whole country in one ambit, then we have the responsibility of supporting our brethren who are located in the northern part. That's all? Okay.
That was some fiery performance, which we witnessed at both of them. Really both the perspective studies. Thanks to both of you. Now, I take immense pleasure in welcoming the chief guest of the day, who does not require an introduction.
Sir.
Now, I take immense pleasure in welcoming the chief guest of the day, who does not require an introduction, since nearly all of us gathered here are aware of numerous accomplishments that he has made. He is none other than Dr. Manikandan, Assistant Professor, Department of Economics, Bharatiya University. Kindly join me in welcoming his worthy presence.
Respected Mr. UnionBudget sir, Principal of Public School. respected teachers, dear students of Bakaru School, very warm good afternoon to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. UnionBudget sir for inviting me as a chief guest of this great event, wonderful event. Thank you, sir, for inviting me as chief guest. A big appreciation to principal sir and madam for conducting this kind of event at school level, because even I am working in university and I am visiting some colleges, they don't conduct this type of event, particularly budget analysis field. Okay, I appreciate principal sir and madam for encouraging and motivating. Presented very good, and most of the students are presented analytically. Okay, and so my opinion, my suggestions for presenting from your presentation. You have presented a lot. You have given